Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to go over Bitcoin's price action and what it's done over the last few weeks, and we'll also go over what we can expect going into the next few weeks here. Towards the end of the video, we'll also go over some trade entries on Bitcoin and some other altcoins as well, so stick around for that. So just as we said in our last few Bitcoin videos, we said we get a retap of demand here, which we got right here, and we said we'd probably see a move up. This is our triple confirmation. So if you guys saw my last Bitcoin video, you guys would know what I'm talking about here. So pretty much what triple confirmation is this. Our first confirmation is our sweep of liquidity. Often you'll see price action start building up and you'll get a lot of liquidity built up below. You'll see a sweep of that liquidity, which is our first confirmation. And then you'll see smart money reverse the price back up. And then once you break that previous high, that is what's known as your change of character or your second confirmation. Our third confirmation of bullish order flow is when you get a retap into that zone of demand that has been created. That is how you know you have confirmed bullish order flow. So you can see why it's significant to mark out your value areas of your ranges. So of this range, of this range, of this range, and of this range. The reason it's significant is that these price movements are just often acceptance or rejection of value areas. So you can see that once you got a retap into the zone of demand, it was a rejection off of the previous value area. And a lot of times when you see price moves, it's just bouncing between different value areas and different ranges. So as price moves up here, you can expect it to try to see if it gets accepted into this next value area. We've created a ton of relatively equal highs here on the weekly, and if you go out to the daily here, you can see that there are even more relatively equal highs here. If you guys stay in tune with my channel at all, you already know that these will eventually get swept out. But we do have a lot of liquidity building up below, as we do have relatively equal lows underneath now. More relatively equal lows right here as well. So there's a chance that we get some sort of deviation off of this range. So we get a range building here, and we get some sort of deviation into an actual move up here. So that is a scenario that I am ruminating on, but we're gonna have to kind of see. But in terms of the macro, the reason I think that we are still bullish here is that we do have triple confirmation. And you can see some sort of Elliott wave theory kind of playing out here. Not that this is exactly how price action is going to go. You know, maybe if you had something like this. Yeah, we don't know where the low is, but we can expect to see maybe a possible another Elliott wave come up here. So this is something that's possible as well. So another scenario to consider here is if we get a weekly candle close below this low. If we get a weekly candle close below this low, that will be acceptance back into this value area, and we can easily see ranging here again. And this can even mean another possible scenario is that we actually do some sort of double bottom here, and we could possibly see even a slightly lower low sweeping out the liquidity that's built out here. So I would say that's more of a worst case scenario, but in my opinion, I do think we are more bullish than bearish at the moment. Especially looking at the equity markets as well. Here you can see SPY that we are retesting this massive trend line that we've had over the past year. So if we do get a bounce here and we do see price moving up on the SPY, you can expect Bitcoin to see something pretty similar as we get something down here, fill up more demand. The filling of more demand would mean a bigger move up. So if you fill more demand here, we can probably see a push up here, possibly to like 30K, or even to this golden pocket here, and filling this weekly fair value gap around 38K. We also have our weekly order block right here. This is bearish, so I'm going to mark it red. So a sweep of all this liquidity, golden pocket, fill the weekly fair value gap. This would be a good area to possibly take a short trade right here and to tap into this order block. So that would be a scenario I would also be looking at. I say the third case scenario, just to recap. So one scenario is that we end up getting back into this range right here and possibly forming a double bottom. The second scenario is that we actually push up from here and form another Elliott wave and possibly push up to this value area up here. And if we get accepted, probably range here and push up, or it's possible to just keep on ranging here as well. But honestly, this range isn't too clean, so I'm more inclined to believe that we're gonna be either going down or up here, and I do think the chance that we go up is a lot higher. So that's where I would hedge my bets. In terms of Bitcoin, these are kind of the short-term trades that we're looking at. There is definitely a lack of liquidity in this range right here, so it is significantly more difficult to trade. So it's okay to have no position as well. A no position is actually, considered having a position as well. So another altcoin that I'm looking at here is Sushi. So we're actually gonna go to the 4 hour here. So Sushi has been forming this range, and we're right in this golden pocket from the swing high to the swing low, this swing high to this swing low. So a lot of times what will happen on these ranges is that you'll keep on getting liquidity buildup, and then once you have liquidity built up on both sides, you'll get a true direction as it'll sweep out the liquidity from the side it's not going to go to. So there's also a lot of liquidity right here. So in my opinion, I think we're gonna range right here, and then we'll get a deviation of this range, tapping into this order block into our true direction, which is upwards. So this would be a good trade to take on Sushi here. So same thing on Solana here. We actually have a macro range here, and we're tapped into this daily order block, and we're also at range lows. So this is also a fairly safe trade to take as well. I would personally wait for a deviation of possibly this liquidity right here, or let's see, I'm gonna go down to the 4 hour chart here. I would either wait for a deviation of the liquidity here, or I would wait for at least a double confirmation. So we have single confirmation here. We're getting a super liquidity. This is our low, or this is our lowest high. So what I would wait for is price to come back up to clear this high, and then enter on the retap of this demand right here. So a trade that looks something like similar to this. This is something that I would possibly look for. Or if you guys want to trade not off any confirmation, super list of this liquidity would just be actually single confirmation, and you can enter off that and trade this to at least range highs. Although I do believe, since we are forming some sort of bull flag here on Solana, if we do break out of this bull flag on Solana, we're going to probably see a pretty big move up here, probably clearing these relative equal highs. Yeah, that's around a 91%, 93% gain on Solana here. So we're going to go to ADA here. So yeah, we've had a fairly good trade in our Discord, tapping into this daily order block perfectly. And now we're tapping into this bullish daily order block down here. And you can see that I've already drawn a ton on this chart here, and you can kind of see what we're kind of expecting here. I don't believe that we're gonna come down to fill a lot of this, but if we do, definitely on this monthly VWAP here, let me change this, and this zone of supply right here. So we can definitely see some sort of ranging here into some sort of deviation if we do end up coming back down here. But I believe this order block is holding up fairly well, and we can possibly see, maybe more ranging here into a move up. And we're also looking at a trade on Atom here. We're looking for a long trade on Atom. So Atom's been kind of in this pennant here, and we're expecting Atom to come down into this pennant, into retesting this valley area, retesting this broken base and the zone of demand down here. So some sort of price action down here would also be a fairly safe trade to take, and take it to a retest of the top of this pennant here. And I would probably take profits here and consider maybe getting another entry into a deviation of this pennant if we want to break out of here. So I just want to give you guys a quick update on Bitcoin, as I haven't made a video in a couple weeks here. But yeah, Bitcoin's been fairly sideways. The market's been pretty, crab market. So yeah, just look for your swing failures on a lot of these key areas. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, you guys can always leave a comment. And if you guys want, more in-depth questioning or like Q&As, I'm doing another Q&A live stream tomorrow on Wednesday. And yeah, if you guys want to join our Discord, the Patreon link is in the description down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, just let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.